Was
Yes.
this your first Furality, performing?
Attending or oh, yeah, for sure.
And well, okay, since you asked, or since I asked, how is this your first one you attended? How many have you been to?
Yes, I've been to the 2 years before. It was very nice.
Yeah. So what made you wanna be a part of, this particular DJ selection?
I mean, I think the main motivation was just like everyone else. It's like, wow, it's a huge stage, you want to be out there, you want to have your name there, you want to put your music out there, or the music that you put together as a DJ. So, main motivation, obviously, huge opportunity. But also, it's just kind of like the fact that I can bring what I got, which I think is unique, as is for every DJ, but, unique stuff that I don't think anyone else does as a DJ. Put it out there in front of a big audience, broaden tastes a little bit. And I guess just getting to do that with friends as well. A nice set. I got to include a bunch of my friends and the visuals and such and the music a little bit as well. And that's always fun to just kind of like work on something together.
So you made mention that your brand or your set was unique. What made your stuff so unique?
Well, I don't want to. I would hope it was unique. Well, I think the main distinguishing factor is the variety I put in my sets. You can see when you listen to it, it starts off with a slow beat, 120 BPM, house type of stuff, goes up all the way to 174, drum and bass, slows back down, and then picks back up into like 200 madness, like crazy music. So it just like weaves the genres together. Yeah, exactly. Like just weaves them together. You jump between them, but somehow it still makes sense somehow.
So tell me, had you been DJing before this particular set?
Yes, I've been at it for about 2 years now. I think a week ago has been my like 2 year anniversary when I started doing it, when I had my first performance like out there. I do have a small music background, like music theory and such, like making compositions myself. But DJing has not been a thing for me until like a little bit later, 2 years back. That's when I started off.
So did you start DJing in the IRL space or in the VR space, really?
So I started off motivated by VR. I saw the clubs out there putting on shows and just having all kinds of crazy music happening, visuals, and people just hanging out. But I started off IRL because, it's always easier that way, just kind of like have people in front of you and kind of judge their reactions. But eventually I moved to VR as well to kind of like see how I can do in that medium. Yeah, it worked out. I would say it worked out.
Are you saying that your inspiration to start DJing was from the VR space?
Yes, absolutely.
And so were there specific people or was it just the vibe that really got to you?
Oh, well, the specific people definitely got me into it. Like, there's a specific person, which they're actually part of Furality as well, called Go. They showed me to a club. I don't know if I can name drop places. I think it's fine, right?
Oh, you certainly can. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a place. There is a place still, called Placeholder Club that he showed me to. He was, doing media there, taking pictures and such, and he took me there one day, one night, and I loved the vibe. It was just really fun. Like you could talk with anyone, you could listen to all kinds of music. It was a lot of variety, and it was different compared to like the IRL club space. Both have their own pros and cons, but I just found it a bit more fun at the time.
Within a year, you got to be on the Furality stage, right? Or a year and a half, give or take. How was that experience? What was that like getting to that point?
I mean, it was very fun in general, like just getting there, meeting people and working with them and learning a lot of things about DJing because the surface level stuff is very simple, obviously. Like you just put music together, you do your best to match them by the beats and such. You pay attention to the keys, you pay attention to the mood. But like the deeper stuff that goes into it, which some people just kind of gloss over, you don't quite get a hold of that. You don't quite learn it until much later. And it doesn't occur to you until much later too. You learn that by working with people or just like getting really deep into it. And I would say it's worth it for sure. Like the journey itself, I would say I didn't expect to get into Furality in the first place. I was really surprised to get the email when I did, but it was definitely one of those opportunities as well to learn a lot. Not just on like the music standpoint, not just like on the mixing part, but also, creating the visuals as well, working with the Furality team. It was a very good learning experience.
When you got the acceptance letter, how much time and effort was put into your set from that acceptance until the actual set? You know, some people say they cranked it out in a couple hours, others say they spent forever on it. What was your experience?
Oh yeah, because I know that some people also kind of like just make a demo for Furality and just play that at the con, which is also a valid approach. I did not want to do that for two reasons. First, I didn't know what the theme of the con is going to be, and I kind of wanted to incorporate that into the music. And second, I felt like it's just better to apply with a set I've already played somewhere. So by that nature, I couldn't, just use that for Furality anyway if I wanted to. As for effort and time, I mean, obviously, high effort, got to do it, big stage. Got to match the effort of the people working on the visuals and the lights as well. Can't just like, phone it in. But time wise, I think on the music, I spend around 30, 40 hours just putting it together,
Mm.
give or take. And then you've got, the visuals, like recording it and editing it and finalizing it, getting a few more bits recorded as well if they're missing. On my end, I would say it was around like maybe 20, 30 hours for the visuals. And then obviously all the time that the Furality people have put in that I've worked with, easily
So did
double
you
that for sure.
did you do all the visuals yourself?
Oh, no, 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 no. I did like one third maybe. We worked together with the Furality team to kind of like make it happen together.
And how was your experience working with the staff?
It was quite nice. I was assigned people that were very like receptive to collaborating and working together. So I would say it was very good. The process was quite transparent and I got to learn lots by working with them too.
And then, obviously you got all this stuff, culminated and recorded and put out up on the stage. And, I've been asking this of several other DJs. I assume you were on the dance floor watching yourself. How was that at that moment where everything had come together and you were watching yourself?
That was surreal. I didn't know what to fully expect because I handed off my like the stuff that I did, and then there was some more stuff to be done by the Furality team as well. So I didn't actually know what I'm gonna see. I knew the music, but I didn't know what I'm gonna see, in terms of the visuals until the very showing, because they were, working overtime to finalize everything, which I really appreciate as well. But yeah, very surreal being there. A little bit sloshed, gotta do it. It was amazing just being there with people that I know, tons of familiar faces, and just seeing that thing play out, unfold, crazy.
What were some of the reactions from the people that were surrounding you at the time?
They loved it. I mean, obviously, there's been a few moments where, it's given the variety, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Some bits are going to be a little bit weird, some are going to be out of place, some are going to be slower, some are going to be faster. But the reactions were, generally positive, and I'm really happy about that people vibe with that kind of thing as well.
What have you gained from this experience? Are you DJing more? Is there some key thing that you've come away with from doing this virality thing?
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, it was a huge learning experience, not just like improving my skills, but also like planning wise, I got way better at kind of planning out these kind of like large scale project. Because that one was, the visuals are, I would say, most of the work for those kind of things. Music is part of it, got to make sure it's good and it fits whatever I'm going for. But just managing these kind of projects definitely improved on that. It's hard to say if I'm DJing more or less. It's definitely opened doors for me in that regard. I've had approaches for events and such. So I would say yeah, it's definitely opened doors in that regard for me.
If you were to give some advice to some aspiring DJs, people that want to be in a position like yourself, what would you tell them?
Oh gosh, that's a big question. If I had to choose one, probably be genuine about what you're doing and playing, because even if DJing is not as sincere of an artistic expression as like making music or drawing, because you're not quite making things from scratch, but you're still working with material and you're making it yours by looping, cutting it up, by making changes to it. So the number one thing is definitely be sincere about what you're doing, have fun with it, because it's so obvious when someone is like DJing out there and they're having fun and then doing what they feel they like the most. The energy radiating from that kind of person is better than anything they could ever put on just like a fake thing, so to speak, to like fit in or something. Like just be yourself. Obviously, that's what people always say, but especially for artistic expression, just be yourself, do your thing.
Absolutely. Before I let you go, would you mind telling us your socials so we can find your music on the internet?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. It's Howell the Bear, so like Howell THA Bear. I usually keep all my music on Telegram, actually, because it's the easiest to just kind of keep it up to date and the music doesn't get compressed. There's ID lists, so you can get all the track names and all of that. You'll find the links to that on Twitter and on Blue Sky. So if you want to find the sets, if you want to find the IDs, go there for sure. But yeah, Twitter and Blue Sky. Howell THA Bear. Howell that Bear.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you. Been great fun.
All right. Well, thanks so much, and we'll see you next time, kids. Goodbye.